Thank you. Thanks for inviting. Uh, this one. Have slides. Yes, good. Yeah, my name is Sauli. I'm the CEO of ResQ Club. I'm going to start with the self-reflection. I'm the guy that is usually late all the time. The guy who misses deadlines. I missed the deadline for this event as well. We had to return the slides or send the slides. I think it was yesterday. I sent them this afternoon. Caused a bit of problem for the organizers. I'm sorry about that. One died, so I think we're good. And apparently Joshua just said that we're slightly behind the schedule.
No, we're good. Things are going great.
So I have another deadline that I will probably miss as well. But there's one deadline that I don't want to miss, and that's the deadline for our planet. So it's not just my deadline, but it's your deadline as well, in this room and outside of this room as well. So, as was pointed out in the beginning, by over-consuming our planet, we've created this problem called climate change. It's a fact. You can have your opinions about the fact, but it doesn't change the fact. And if and when we want to avoid giving our planet an expiry date, we need to work on all fronts with a crystal clear focus, not panic, but work with a clear focus to reverse the thing that we have actually caused, right? And that crystal clear focus of ResQ Club is food, more specifically food waste. If you would think food waste as a country, in terms of global greenhouse gas emissions, that would be the third largest in the world after China and the United States. So it's a massive problem, and at the same time, it's a very, very stupid problem, right? It makes absolutely no sense to throw away edible food, right? So a big and a stupid problem that we are resolving. And we're resolving it from the very last part of the supply chain. So where we have restaurants, cafes, and grocery stores, and us individuals. So when a restaurant, for example, have excess food at the end of the day, at the end of the buffet lunch, for example, instead of throwing that food into a bin, they can actually sell it through our platform to nearby users. And as a user, based on your preferences that you set up in the application, your dietary preferences, the types of food that you actually like, you get notified and you purchase the food through the application and then pick it up from the restaurant. This is, in a nutshell, what our product is and what it does. And it's free for the user and for the partner, and we take a commission from each transaction. That's how it works. That's the business model behind it. And how we see it, it's a win-win-win solution. So for the partners, as in restaurants, cafes, and grocery stores, you actually get extra revenue from something that would otherwise be in the bin. You get new customers as well, and most of all, why we exist and why this value proposition matters the most, you actually do something good for the planet and contribute to this global deadline. For the users, you save money. So the food that has been published in the platform is discounted from the original price between 40 and 70%. Furthermore, you save time. This is very critical, especially for the busy professionals that use ResQ at the moment. And again, third value proposition, again, the most important one, you actually do something good for the planet. So how we see it, it's a win-win-win solution for everyone. We are now almost 3.5 years old company. Our winning aspiration is to make zero food waste a reality globally. Currently, we're operating in Finland and Sweden. That's nice, but we know that we cannot resolve this global problem just operating here. So we have a lot of steps ahead. During these 3.5 years, we've seen that, especially in the sustainability field, when you actually provide something convenient for the users and partners, and it's sustainable, it tends to actually create this mechanism where they actually start spreading the word. So we have seen that we are in a way fairly good at growing cost efficiently, and it's not because of us, it's because of our users and partners who actually spread the word on a continuous basis. Furthermore, a global problem requires capital as well. We've seen it that actually becoming self-sufficient by becoming profitable is our way to actually go ahead. And actually this month will be our first cash flow positive month. So from here on, we start actually investing that income to expanding our footprint and taking ResQ to other locations and resolving this problem over there as well. And most importantly, our key metric, during this 3.5 years, we've saved, or you have actually saved, almost, or actually over 1.5 million portions so far. And the carbon footprint of that is fairly massive. But as pointed out, the problem is fairly big, and we have a lot of way to go. So there we are, nice numbers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, that's the case. And that's not enough, right? So currently we've we've written our company narrative into these chapters, and pretty nice names. Very proud of those. First one is foundation, and once the problem is resolved, we're at the end of the fourth chapter called the wrap. We're now closing the first chapter of our book. It lasted 3.5 years. We're now profitable, and now we're gradually moving to the second chapter. And I'm going to end this presentation to a cliffhanger. So if you invite me next year, I will promise to respect the deadlines, first of all, and reveal what the second chapter includes. So stay tuned. And as a last note, especially for everyone who's thinking how to spend their time, we have the deadline, and we need all the hands that are to actually contribute to reversing the climate change. Thank you.